6. Lucky numbers to win big and get rich on Monday, May 19th, 2025. Buddhist teachings. What if the luck and wealth you've been hoping for is already on its way and arriving this Monday, May 19th? Sounds impossible? Not quite. According to ancient Buddhist wisdom and modern energy patterns, this is a rare moment when the universe opens a window of opportunity. You may have seen the signs, repeating numbers, sudden moments of clarity. These aren't coincidences. In Buddhism, everything arises from cause and effect, even the numbers we see. In this video, we'll explore 6 powerful numbers, not just lucky digits, but energetic tools to help you align with abundance, peace, and growth. And don't miss the end. I'll reveal a 7th bonus number with a unique spiritual vibration. Before we begin, take a calming breath. Like this video, subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom, and in the comments, write this affirmation: I welcome abundance with clarity, peace, and purpose. Let's begin this journey together. 1. Number 22. The Master Builder. Let's explore the deeper meaning of the number 22, often called the Master Builder. Not just a lucky number, but a sacred reminder that you are ready to shape something profound from the quiet corners of your intention. In the wisdom of spiritual numerology, 22 isn't random, it's purposeful. It's as if the universe is gently nudging you, saying, now is the time. And this isn't about chasing fleeting wins or temporary gains. It's about building something lasting. Whether that's a dream you've buried under daily responsibilities or a shift in your lifestyle that aligns more deeply with your inner truth. As the Buddha said, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. 22 embodies this truth. It bridges dreaming and doing, vision and action. You may be tempted to wait for the perfect moment or the ideal conditions, but 22 teaches us that perfection isn't the path. Presence is. Begin where you are, with what you have, and trust that each mindful step you take is laying the foundation for something bigger than you can yet see. In Buddhist practice, we speak often of right effort, working with discipline yet without desperation. 22 mirrors this. It calls you to work steadily, not hurriedly, with clarity and grounded purpose. And this isn't just personal. Your environment, the people around you, and the energy you choose to engage with all shape your outcomes. Just as the Sangha, or community, supports the spiritual seeker on the path to enlightenment, your own circle, those who uplift and challenge you, can be the scaffolding that supports your vision. Don't underestimate the power of collaboration and shared wisdom. In a world obsessed with instant results, 22 invites you to build slow and strong, to create with meaning, not just momentum. So if this number has appeared in your life lately, pause and reflect. It's not a coincidence. It's a quiet affirmation that you are ready. Ready to stop doubting and start doing. Ready to create not just success, but significance. And above all, let this number remind you that the most sacred construction is the life you build through mindful action, daily compassion, and unshakable inner truth. 2. Number 9. Completion and release. Let's take a moment to explore something quietly powerful, an energy that doesn't shout but speaks deeply to your soul. The number 9. glowing with meaning under the light of a rare supermoon. So many of us live in pursuit of new beginnings, fresh jobs, new relationships, big breaks, but we often forget the sacred role that endings play. In Buddhist teachings, everything changes. Nothing stays the same forever. Impermanence isn't something to fear, it's something to honor. The number 9 is a symbol of completion, not loss. It gently reminds you that you've reached the end of a cycle, and now is the time to let go. Not with regret, but with clarity and grace. The supermoon amplifies this truth. It shines light on what has been hidden, revealing emotional clutter, worn-out habits, or outdated beliefs you may be carrying. Ask yourself, what in your life is ready to be released? What are you holding on to that no longer serves the person you're becoming? When the powerful radiance of a supermoon meets the wise energy of 9, you are being invited to surrender the weight of the past and make space for renewal. This isn't about erasing what came before, it's about transforming it. The end of a chapter doesn't mean the story ends. In fact, it's where the next one begins. If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or weighed down, this is your opportunity to let go gently, but fully. Release with intention. Step forward with awareness. Trust in the rhythm of your life, just as the moon follows its phases. Can you feel the shift calling you? Can you meet it with courage and stillness? Because in this alignment, number 9 and the supermoon, there is a rare kind of magic. Not the magic of wishing, but the magic of understanding, of making peace and moving forward. Let this moment be your turning point. The deeper lesson here is simple but profound. Every ending holds the seed of a new beginning. Make space within yourself and you'll be surprised by what flows in. Peace, clarity, direction, and a deeper connection to your true path. 3. Number 21. Awakening and Inner Purpose. Let me speak to you for a moment, not just as someone curious about numbers or luck, but as a fellow traveler on the path of life, seeking meaning, peace, and perhaps a little guidance. The number 21, especially as we step into Monday, May 19th, 2025, isn't just a sequence of digits or a lucky charm. It's a profound spiritual message waiting to be heard. In the Buddhist tradition, we often say, awakening is not changing who you are, but discarding who you are not. And the number 21 echoes this beautifully. It's a gentle invitation from the universe, a tap on your shoulder saying, wake up, dear one. There's more to see, more to feel, more to understand. It's a mirror reflecting not just what you are, but what you can become. Have you been feeling stuck, unsure, or like something in your life is calling out for change, but you can't quite name it? That's the energy of 21 speaking. It guides you not with loud declarations, but with soft reminders to slow down, to breathe, and to trust the unfolding of your path. In a world that chases speed and external success, 21 invites you to choose depth instead of distraction, purpose instead of pressure. Ask yourself, what would happen if I let go of rushing and leaned into the wisdom already within me? As the Buddha taught, no matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. Number 21 is that beginning, an opening for inner realignment and quiet strength. And it's not a solitary journey. This number also reminds us that we thrive in connection. Who walks beside you? Who inspires your compassion, your joy, your truth? These aren't just companions, they are spiritual allies, part of your circle of merit. Don't take these bonds lightly. Nurture them with kindness and presence. As you enter this new week, allow yourself to reconnect with your inner stillness, to listen more than speak, and to act not from fear or urgency, but from trust. Trust that the seeds you're planting now, whether in your thoughts, relationships, or quiet efforts, will bear fruit in their own time. The number 21 teaches us patience, perseverance, and presence, all of which are essential to both material and spiritual wealth. So, can you make space this Monday to be more mindful, to breathe more deeply, and to honor the sacred in the ordinary? Because when you do, you're not just inviting luck, you're cultivating a life of real richness, where success is not just measured in what you have, but in how fully and wisely you live. If you've made it this far, you're already aligning yourself with the wisdom that could transform your fortune this Monday, May 19th, 2025. Comment below with "Lucky Path" to affirm your intention to welcome abundance into your life. Stay with us. There's still powerful insight ahead that could guide you toward wealth and well-being. Don't miss a moment. 4. Number 37. Transition and authentic living. Let's pause together, not to chase luck blindly, but to tune in to the quiet signals life sends us. Because sometimes the greatest treasures don't come from outside, but from a deeper awareness within. Consider the number 37, not as mere digits, but as a subtle nudge from the universe, a reminder that transformation often arrives in quiet moments rather than grand gestures. In Buddhist tradition, numbers like 37 are not coincidences, they carry symbolic weight. Specifically, the 37 factors of enlightenment form a cornerstone of Buddhist practice, a sacred map guiding one toward clarity, wisdom, and liberation. This number isn't just lucky, it's a spiritual prompt. If you're a man in your 30s to 60s, feeling that something is missing despite doing everything right, understand that you're not failing, you're evolving. As the Buddha taught, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. You might be standing in that delicate space between who you've been and who you're becoming, a silent awakening, not a breakdown. And May 19th, 2025 carries this symbolic weight, a time to pause and recognize that the universe isn't punishing you, it's inviting you to reconnect. The signs may be subtle. Certain conversations no longer energize you. Your work feels misaligned. Your dreams feel distant. These are not random frustrations. They are your soul's way of saying, it's time. Time to stop performing and start aligning. You don't need to blow up your life. Instead, let one moment of truth lead the way. As Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh wisely said, the way out is in. The number 37 is that quiet doorway. Step through it by first listening, really listening, to what your inner voice is whispering. Don't rush to fix or label it, let it breathe. In a world that glorifies speed, your power lies in stillness. And if it feels strange or uncertain, remember that growth rarely feels like comfort. It feels like honesty. As the weeks of May unfold, allow yourself to move gently toward what feels true. Your so-called lucky numbers aren't just for wealth in money, but for richness in meaning. Keep showing up, keep questioning, and most of all, keep listening. Because the universe does speak, just often in a whisper. 5. Number 16. Karmic correction and realignment. Number 16 isn't just a lucky number, it's a powerful spiritual symbol, a wake-up call that arrives when you're standing at the edge of transformation. Have you ever felt like everything around you was crumbling, like life was pushing you past your limit? That's the hidden wisdom of 16. It doesn't come to comfort you, it comes to awaken you. This number shows up when growth is no longer a choice, but a necessity. From a Buddhist perspective, it's not about punishment or bad luck, it's about truth. 16 is the moment when the old version of you begins to fall away, not because you failed, but because you're ready to evolve. What parts of yourself are being stripped away? Your pride? Your fear? Maybe the need to always be in control? 16 invites you to reflect inward and ask, what truly defines your worth? When the world outside feels unstable, it's a sign to return to your inner foundation. Buddhists teach that suffering is rooted in attachment, believing that your identity depends on what you possess, achieve, or can control. But the truth is, peace comes not from holding on, but from letting go. Can you allow yourself to release the expectations, the ego, and the old stories that no longer serve you? This number reminds you to sit in silence, to practice mindfulness, and to observe your thoughts with compassion, not judgment. Even just a few minutes of deep breathing each day can shift your entire perspective. And remember, humility isn't weakness. It's the quiet strength of someone who knows they're still learning. When you accept that you don't have all the answers, you create space for real wisdom to enter. Be kind to yourself in this process. Growth is never a straight line. Forgive your past, embrace your present, and extend that compassion to others. Your actions, rooted in ethics, respect, and honesty, shape your future and cleanse the karma of your past. So instead of trying to control everything, start asking better questions. Who are you becoming? What pain are you finally ready to release? What truth are you ready to welcome in? Number 16 might shake your foundation, but only so you can rebuild on something real. It's not a setback. It's a sacred realignment. The lesson here is simple yet profound. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's your guide. When life feels heavy, pause, breathe, reflect, let go, and step into the version of yourself that was always waiting beneath the surface. 6. Number 77. Spiritual prosperity and inner peace. My dear friend, have you ever noticed the number 77 showing up in your life at the most unexpected moments? Maybe on a receipt, a clock, or even a passing license plate. It can feel like a strange coincidence, but what if it's something more? What if it's the universe gently reaching out to you, nudging you to pause for a moment and listen to the quiet wisdom hidden in plain sight? In the light of Buddhist teachings, nothing is random. Every symbol, every moment, every thought carries meaning and energy. 77 isn't just a number, it's a reminder, a quiet whisper from the universe, inviting you to return to yourself. In this fast-paced world where we're constantly striving for success, approval, and progress, 77 asks a deeper question. What does true success really look like to you? Is it found in the noise of achievements, or in the silence of knowing yourself? This number, being a repetition of 7, doubles the spiritual strength associated with that sacred digit. 7 has always been linked to insight, contemplation, and inner growth, and when doubled, its message becomes more urgent, more powerful. It's not just a suggestion to slow down. It's a calling to reconnect with your true essence and to look inward for clarity. Can you remember the last time you truly sat with yourself and asked, "Am I living in alignment with what matters most to me?" The beauty of 77 is in its message of balance. Between the inner and outer worlds, between ambition and peace. It gently warns us against losing ourselves in extremes, whether in material pursuits or even in isolated spiritual detachment. Instead, it guides us to walk the middle path, the way of harmony, where your values and actions begin to move in sync. And isn't that what we all long for? Not more things, but a deeper sense of meaning and peace. So how do we welcome the energy of 77 into our daily lives? Through the little things, through intention, through the way we greet the morning sun, or the way we truly listen when someone speaks, or even how we allow ourselves to rest. These moments may seem small, but they are sacred, and when we honor them, we begin to nurture a kind of prosperity that no money can buy. A calm heart, a clear mind, and a sense of being truly at home within ourselves. What would your life feel like if you gave more attention to what really brings you peace? If you lived each day not to chase success, but to embody it from within? That is the gift of 77. A message not of luck, but of awareness, balance, and the kind of richness that lasts. You didn't find this video by accident. These lucky numbers and teachings may be the sign you've been waiting for. Type "Fortune Awakens" in the comments if you're ready to open the door to wealth with wisdom. Keep watching. Your lucky moment might be closer than you think. How to release negative energy and create prosperity. Have you ever felt like something invisible is holding you back, no matter how hard you try? Success, peace, or abundance just slip through your fingers. That heavy feeling isn't just in your mind. It's negative energy quietly blocking your path. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck. When you learn how to clear that energy, you don't just feel better. You create space for prosperity to flow into your life. In this guide, we're going to explore how to release what no longer serves you and activate the kind of energy that attracts abundance, clarity, and powerful change. Number 1. Acknowledge, don't suppress. Many men, especially in the rush of daily responsibilities and the pressure to stay strong, tend to bury their emotions deep inside, believing this is what strength looks like. But in truth, when we suppress our pain, fears, or anger, they don't disappear. They simply settle into the body and mind, where they quietly drain our energy and cloud our judgment. Releasing negative energy begins not with action, but with awareness. Take a moment each day to sit in stillness, not to escape life, but to meet it fully. Ask yourself, what emotions am I carrying right now? It might be frustration from work, unresolved tension in a relationship, fear about the future, or regret from the past. In Buddhism, this practice of honest self-awareness without judgment is called mindfulness, and it is a gateway to inner peace. As the Buddha said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. When we allow ourselves to simply witness what we feel, without labeling it as bad or trying to fix it right away, we create space for healing. The Stoics had a similar wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Both philosophies remind us that our suffering deepens not from the emotion itself, but from our resistance to it. When you suppress anger, it hardens into resentment. When you suppress fear, it grows into anxiety. But when you acknowledge these emotions gently, like sitting with an old friend who is hurting, they begin to loosen their grip. The modern world doesn't give us much room to pause. We're always scrolling, working, planning, reacting. But even 5 minutes of stillness can change the course of a day. Don't be afraid to feel what's real. Feelings are not flaws. They are signals, pointing us toward where we need care and attention. Emotional awareness is not weakness. It is a form of strength, because it leads to clarity, wisdom, and peace. By acknowledging rather than suppressing, we step into the present moment, where true power and healing begin. As Thich Nhat Hanh wisely said, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. Use your breath as a guide, a steady companion on the path toward release and renewal." And with each breath, let go a little more. Number 2. Cleanse your physical and energetic space. Let's take a closer look at this powerful idea. Cleanse your physical and energetic space. Have you ever noticed how a cluttered room can make your mind feel heavy, or how a tidy space makes you breathe a little easier? That's no coincidence. The space around you is more than just walls and objects. It's a reflection of your inner world. When your surroundings are filled with things you no longer use or need, especially broken or outdated items, it creates blocks, not just physically but emotionally and spiritually. These items carry stagnant energy, and that energy builds up, affecting your mood, your focus, and even your motivation. So, the first step is simple but transformative. Start letting go. Clear your space with intention. Ask yourself, does this object still serve me? Does it lift my energy or weigh it down? When you release what no longer belongs, you make room, not just in your home but in your life, for growth, peace, and new opportunities. Now, this isn't just about cleaning, it's about cleansing. There's a difference. You can take it further by using sacred tools that many traditions have trusted for centuries. Burning sage or lighting incense is one way to purify the air and shift the energy in your environment. The scent isn't just pleasant, it changes how the space feels. It's like hitting a reset button. As the smoke rises, visualize it carrying away old worries, doubts, and negativity. Then, open your windows, let fresh air and sunlight in. Light is nature's healer, and air is a gentle purifier. As wind flows through your space, it stirs energy that has been sitting still for too long, and that movement invites renewal. This idea is deeply rooted in ancient wisdom. In feng shui, for instance, the flow of energy, known as qi, is what supports harmony, health, and, yes, prosperity. When your space is cluttered, qi becomes stuck, and when it's open and balanced, abundance flows more naturally. Prosperity isn't just about money. It's about living fully, with a sense of ease and freedom. So the question becomes, what kind of energy are you allowing into your space? And how does that reflect what you want to create in your life? As you reflect on this, consider this quote. Your outer world is a mirror of your inner world. If you want to shift your life, sometimes the first and most powerful thing you can do is shift your environment. Create a space that supports the life you want, not the life you've outgrown. This is where real change begins, not just in theory, but in action. Lesson to take with you today: the energy you live in shapes the energy you carry. When you cleanse your space with awareness and care, you also clear a path for inner peace, mental clarity, and a welcoming space for abundance to enter your life. Keep asking yourself, does my environment support who I'm becoming? Let your space become a quiet ally on your journey to prosperity and peace. Number 3, practice intentional letting go. Let's talk about something many of us carry around without even realizing it. Negative energy that keeps us stuck, weighed down, and disconnected from the peace and prosperity we all deserve. One powerful practice that can help you move forward is learning how to intentionally let go. You see, we often cling to things that no longer serve us. Old stories we tell ourselves, limiting beliefs like "I'm not good enough" or "I don't deserve happiness." Toxic habits or relationships that drain our spirit, and when we don't let go, we leave no room for anything new to grow. That's why this practice isn't just about releasing pain. It's about creating space for joy, abundance, and clarity to flow in. So here's what I invite you to do, and I want you to really do this with care and sincerity. Take a quiet moment with yourself. Sit down with a pen and paper and start writing out everything you're ready to release. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's resentment, or maybe it's the voice in your head that always doubts you. Let it all pour out onto the page and don't hold back. When you feel complete, take that paper and either tear it up or burn it. Safely, of course, as you say with intention. I release what no longer supports my highest self. This isn't just a symbolic ritual, it's a direct message to your subconscious mind, telling it, I'm done carrying this. It's like unclogging a blocked river so that water can flow freely again. Doesn't that feel powerful? As the Buddha said, you only lose what you cling to. Think about that. What are you clinging to that's actually keeping you small? What outdated version of yourself are you still living in? These are not just casual questions. They're the doorway to deep transformation. When we let go with intention, we shift our energy and open ourselves to receive more of what aligns with our highest good. This isn't about pretending pain never existed. It's about honoring your past while choosing not to let it dictate your future. And yes, it takes courage. It's not always easy to face what's weighing us down, but I promise you there's something incredibly freeing on the other side of release. In my own journey, I've found that every time I've let go, really let go, something beautiful has taken its place. A new insight, a lighter heart, or even unexpected opportunities that I could have never seen while clinging to fear. So, I ask you now, what are you ready to release today? What if you gave yourself permission to truly let go? Let's walk this path of inner freedom together, because as we empty the space within, we invite prosperity not just in the form of wealth, but in love, purpose, and deep peace. If you've made it this far, you're already taking a powerful step toward releasing negative energy and welcoming prosperity into your life. Comment below with peaceful prosperity to affirm your journey toward inner balance and abundance. Don't miss what's coming next. Stay with us until the end to unlock simple, life-changing wisdom that can transform your energy and your future. Number 4. Align your words with abundance. Let's talk about something most people overlook: how our words shape our reality, especially when it comes to wealth and well-being. We've all said things like, "I'm broke," or "I can't afford that," often without thinking twice. But these phrases are more than casual complaints. They're powerful affirmations that send a clear message to your subconscious and to the energy of the world around you that scarcity is your truth. What we speak, we start to believe, and what we believe, we begin to live out. So if your words constantly echo lack and limitation, that becomes the lens through which you experience life. This isn't just spiritual talk, it's practical psychology and a principle deeply rooted in Buddhist mindfulness: awareness of speech. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha teaches that what we think we become, and what we think is often born from the words we use. Shifting our language is like turning the rudder of a ship. It doesn't change the course instantly, but over time, it alters our entire direction. Now, instead of repeating phrases that drag you down, begin to align your words with the energy of abundance. This doesn't mean lying to yourself or pretending everything is perfect, but rather choosing words that open doors instead of closing them. For example, replacing "I never have enough" with "I'm learning to manage and welcome more abundance" changes your internal chemistry. It invites possibility and positions you to see opportunities where you might have seen obstacles before. This kind of empowered language isn't just wishful thinking. It trains your mind to look for and act on positive choices. In daily life, this could be as simple as shifting your self-talk when you pay a bill. Instead of saying, "There goes all my money," say, "I'm grateful to be able to take care of my needs." Small changes like this create a subtle but powerful inner shift that accumulates over time. In our modern high-pressure world, especially for men navigating careers, family responsibilities, and financial goals, there's a constant push to measure worth through what we earn or own. But when we let scarcity dominate our language, we rob ourselves of peace and possibility. Prosperity isn't only about money, it's about a mindset of wholeness, gratitude, and openness to growth. So today, take a few moments to listen to how you talk about your life. Are your words rooted in fear or in faith? Are they shrinking your potential or helping it expand? By consciously choosing language that reflects trust, hope, and abundance, you're not only releasing negative energy, you're building a foundation for prosperity that grows from within. Keep this practice close, and you'll start to notice not just more wealth, but more ease, clarity, and meaning in every area of your life. Number 5. Meditate with prosperity-focused energy. One of the most powerful ways to release negative energy and invite prosperity into your life is through meditation. Not just any meditation, but one where your focus is gently guided toward abundance, peace, and inner richness. When you sit quietly, tuning into your breath and letting the outside world settle, you create space within. In that stillness, you are no longer fighting thoughts or chasing distractions. Instead, you begin to rise above them. Your breath becomes your anchor, pulling you back into the present moment again and again. Each inhale bringing life, each exhale releasing tension, doubt, and fear. As you breathe, bring your awareness to a golden light. See it gently surrounding your body, then slowly entering through the crown of your head, spreading warmth throughout your entire being. This isn't just a visual exercise. It's a way to reshape your inner energy. Let that golden light dissolve all heaviness, all scarcity thinking, all worry, and allow it to be replaced by something lighter, gratitude, contentment, and a quiet knowing that you are supported by life itself. Now, as your body relaxes and your heart softens, you can bring in a sacred sound to deepen the energy. Chanting a mantra like Om Shri Maha Lakshmiye Namaha, which is traditionally associated with abundance and the blessings of Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity. Whether or not you follow any particular belief system, mantras are powerful because they calm the mind, clear energetic blocks, and help us focus on our intention. And here's a question for you to reflect on. What does prosperity truly mean to you? Is it only about money, or is it also about peace, health, loving relationships, and a mind free of fear? When you meditate with this kind of clarity and intention, you're not asking the universe to give you more from a place of lack. You're remembering that abundance is already within you, waiting to be seen, nurtured, and expressed. So next time you sit in meditation, don't just aim to relax. Connect deeply with the energy you want to cultivate. Ask yourself, what am I ready to let go of right now? And what energy do I want to carry with me today? These simple but powerful questions help align your inner world with your outer actions. Stay with that golden light a little longer. Let your breath carry the mantra gently, and trust that as you shift your energy, your life begins to shift too. True prosperity begins inside, not just in your bank account, but in your thoughts, your habits, your connections, and your view of life itself. Lesson to carry forward. Prosperity is not something to chase. It's something to awaken. By meditating with focused energy, visualizing healing light, and chanting with intention, you transform from the inside out. And when your inner world changes, your outer world begins to reflect that transformation. Keep practicing, keep trusting, and remember, where attention goes, energy flows. Number 6. Give to receive. Let's talk heart to heart about something many of us deeply crave but often misunderstand. Prosperity. Not just financial wealth, but a full, vibrant life. Love, peace, connection, purpose. And one of the most powerful, yet overlooked, ways to invite this kind of abundance is through the simple but transformative act of giving. You see, when we give, whether it's our time, our presence, a kind word, a helping hand, or even money, we shift the energy we carry. Many of us hold on to things so tightly out of fear. Fear there won't be enough. Fear we'll lose what we've worked for. Fear we'll be left empty. But that very fear creates energetic walls around us. It blocks the natural rhythm of life. In Buddhist wisdom, we often hear, cling to nothing, give everything. Why? Because when we hold on, we contract, but when we give, we open, and when we open, energy begins to move again. That movement is what welcomes prosperity. Have you ever felt stuck or emotionally heavy? And then after helping someone or sharing something meaningful, you felt lighter? That's no coincidence. That's energy realigning itself. When you give without expecting something in return, you affirm to yourself and the world that there is enough, that you are enough. And this mindset of generosity dissolves the illusion of lack. From a Buddhist perspective, this is not just an act of kindness, it's a form of liberation. You release the grip of ego, of self-centeredness, and step into a wider flow where life is no longer just about me, but we. And in that shift, something remarkable happens. Life begins to mirror back that openness. Opportunities appear, people show up, healing begins. And not because the universe is rewarding you like a prize, but because you've removed the blockages that were keeping it from reaching you. So I ask you, what are you holding on to today that you might offer to someone else instead? What would it feel like to give freely, just once, without needing anything back? And what if that small act became a daily habit? How might it change your inner world, your relationships, your sense of peace? Personally, I've found that when I give with a sincere heart, even when I don't have much, it softens me. It quiets the inner critic. It reminds me that I'm part of something greater. And that connection, that flow, is the true essence of prosperity. Let's stop waiting for abundance to show up and start living as if it's already here. Because the moment you give, it is. Number 7. Practice gratitude relentlessly. One of the most powerful yet often overlooked tools for releasing negative energy and attracting prosperity is the consistent practice of gratitude. Not the occasional thankfulness we feel when things go our way, but a deep, relentless commitment to recognizing the blessings that are already present in our lives, no matter how small they may seem. When you make it a daily habit to focus your mind on what's working, what's good, and what deserves your appreciation, you begin to shift your internal energy from scarcity to abundance. This isn't about pretending life is perfect or ignoring challenges. It's about training your awareness to see the full picture. You might have had a hard day, but maybe your partner made you a cup of tea without asking, or your child gave you a smile that softened your stress. These are the moments that count. When we acknowledge them, even with a simple note in a journal at the end of the day, we train our brain to find light in the darkness. Over time, this rewires how we perceive the world, helping us respond to life with more patience, calm, and hope, rather than fear, frustration, or resentment. In today's fast-paced, pressure-filled world, especially for men navigating careers, relationships, and the expectations of adulthood, it's easy to fall into the habit of focusing on what's missing: money, time, recognition, peace. But this mindset silently feeds negative energy and keeps prosperity out of reach, because it roots us in a sense of not enough. Gratitude flips that script. It doesn't erase the challenges, but gives you the emotional resilience to face them with a clearer mind and a more open heart. Think of gratitude as mental training that sharpens your inner vision. When you start seeing the good, you start attracting more of it. That's not magic, it's alignment. People are drawn to those who radiate contentment and peace, and opportunities follow where energy flows. So make it a non-negotiable ritual. Each night, before you sleep, write down 3 things you're thankful for. Don't wait for something big to happen. The smile of a stranger, the warmth of your home, the ability to breathe deeply, these are treasures. The more you recognize them, the more your heart will stay open. And when your heart is open, your life expands. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a decision, a practice, and a doorway to prosperity. And there you have it, 6 powerful numbers, each carrying a deeper spiritual vibration to help you align with abundance, clarity, and inner peace this Monday, May 19th, 2025. Whether it's number 22 calling you to build with purpose, or 77 reminding you of the richness already within, remember, luck is not just chance, it's energy we create through awareness, intention, and compassionate action. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos filled with Buddhist teachings, mindful practices, and insights to support your path. Thank you for being here. May you walk into the week ahead with courage, kindness, and a heart open to all the blessings life has to offer. Until next time, stay peaceful and stay present.